that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exited the madhouse.
Oh,
You came to the black light, exited the madhouse. You came to the black
you might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You came to the black light,
Give
exited
me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is the plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt you to remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, I read. I volunteer, no, the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy. You see the? You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you're free, your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind. You're a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen.
Hold on.
Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in that? More like Caribbean, so Caribbean. Yeah. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not them idle cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that are chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah. We need some 3 parts on this, man. What's up? I can't carry my boys at chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, we need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew. Heavily into the little habit I turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week. Intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So through the night, that means hold your
unnatural
head,
for
let
me.
the past stay dead and keep a level head.
Hey, what's
Don't
up, brother?
be misled. Remember most of what I said. I'm hot like the times in the rock, but you got us hot from working on the block.
By the end of the night, how deep this music is.
What is it
How the man can make the world and lose his soul.
Hope you can see by the end of the night how
I'm gonna be dropping some gems. Yeah, you know what? They're doing their best to censor, but they have. I'm not gonna give them no more up and up.
It's the way that the masses demanded. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There'd be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it private the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it private? Ancient Chinese secret now.
Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class? Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and what you knock you down. Yes, but we gon' bring the light, yeah. A Max P production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live fat. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black? Can you picture that?
Yeah, I guess they call themselves censor some shit because of what I've been saying to the dumbass. But I'm not saying that. It's a frequency, it's vibration.
Flip flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the
hold it for
song
like
before I
another
hook your ass.
12, 13
We
minutes.
First class living, worse than slaves of the earlier days, and we adapted the ways of the slave master. I stand upon it. The very
some people will be like, "What? It's Saturday, and what the fuck does that mean? What does Saturday mean?"
People lose their
Not a
freaking
goddamn
mind. That's why I'm
thing.
speaking mind. Hopefully
But see,
to change yours.
these motherfuckers are
To pull you
scared.
out of these streets from these drugs and
And
strange
rightful, especially what I'm gonna share today. Native Americans, Moors, all of them could come on. Light-skinned folk, African Americans, everybody
It's
can
like
come.
we died inside.
But they
No longer
scared.
having
Now, a lot of
pride.
niggas went
Still
party
for
last
pride.
night.
New
You know what I
spirits
did?
hide. And like the red
I went and
tide,
searched
go
some
and
shit
get our
out.
heads dyed.
So I know
Rebel against
exactly what the
laws
fuck
in
been
the
going
city we
on.
reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide. Each chicken many
I got that little what you call it that came here last year with Roxy, right? I got all kind of nude videos and pictures of her that I ain't want she sent to me. You know, I didn't want that shit. And she wanted to act funky one day. I was like, what the fuck is you doing? Oh, Mac, what's going on, beloved? Hey, tell them niggas in chat to get their monkey ass in here.
Cause
I'm about to drop some shit. It's not grinding gears. I ain't gonna go crazy. But I'm gonna do what has to be done. I mean, everything has, and there is a method to my madness for sure. I'm gonna break it off, man. I'm gonna break it off. Go and share it. Tell people come on in. Tell them put a pause. Say if you got a hangover, get you some clamato juice or some celery and some cayenne pepper and eat some blueberries and bring your ass on in. Go and tell them come on in. I'm giving another 10 minutes. Tell them come on, come on. See that live I did the other day with the eyes with history? They couldn't wait to put a gold ingot on it. These little fake ass. Well, they Jews, but they fake.
Slave to the system.
But this morning,
like a winner right there.
you know what I mean? This morning ain't gonna be shit what I'm gonna do, you know, the next day or maybe the next week. And that ain't gonna be nothing compared to what I'm gonna expand on and even further down the road. Right now, I can hit everybody in the gut and just have everybody like this. I don't have an ego. I wanna take time. I got a lot of shit to share about certain wars and individuals that recently passed away. The shit that I learned in my 30s, 20s. I mean, a lot of y'all know I grew up a certain way. And a lot of people started to realize, wait a minute, even when I grew up back, like, damn, that nigga did do that. He did do that. How did? And I never got fired. I never quit. I always finished what I started based upon what I was going to do, what I was doing. To venture off into the nethers. Even when I learned how to dive, scuba dive, and I went to caves, and I had to crawl through tight places that could have fell down and passed bodies that never made it out. Motherfuckers have no clue as to what I've done. But I'm gonna share some shit this morning.
No lust for the cause of throwbacks. In fact, give them all away. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free.
Woo! Enjoy that shit, y'all.
Then I broke free. Although I may not be with,
I haven't got down. Y'all know I got bad knee, bad wrist, bad back, surgery on my back. I went and did like 4 windmills for the kids. I didn't do the hand one. I just shoulder to shoulder. We call that airborne back in the 80s. And the kids, they were like, I did it in the dirt and the grass where it's soft. I just went, and it was hard. My elbow still sore like I'm playing tennis all weekend. And I was like, I mean, I could have kept going, but no, bro, I'm feeling it. It ain't like I've been doing all that shit every damn day, cuz. But it don't go nowhere. You know, they're like, oh, wow. And they're like, can you head spin? Y'all want to see me out here. Y'all just want to call 911. Hell no, I ain't getting no more head spin. I used to hit 1990s, 2000s. Hit the screw in the barrel, side tuck, you know, man, I ain't doing it, man. I will really be in a body cast. They was loving that shit. They were like,
I want to see my folk free.
And I used to jump down. I ain't jumping in this shit, because I jump down and y'all be going, talking about with roses and tulips and shit. He was sharing a lot of information. Y'all put some stones on top of his tombstone. The hell no. But they enjoyed it and shit. And I'm fucking regretting every bit of it right now. I won't be doing no more windmills unless I lose 30 pounds and shit heal up. And, you know, there's a whole lot dynamics to it. I had to see. Worst decision. We have choices. And that was a bad one. But the kids, the children loved it. My back, man, I ain't working out today. Headache and shit, man. I know I got the headache though, and I'm gonna break that down to y'all. I just had to take, I'm gonna show you the pill, I'm gonna show you what I'm supposed to take, what I've been doing to get off of it. I found somebody. I'm not gonna talk about him on here because I don't want him to be hunted down, and there's a group of them. I'm gonna expand on some things this morning. And I told you I have no secrets, I like to share shit. It's the body. Now, you can manifest change. It's a lot of work with everything going on, but I'm gonna share some shit with y'all to share. Yeah, you know I gotta get some of you in Omac, because it's 9 shots to the dome today. Crap music, that's what it is.
Yeah. All right. Yo, kid, you can take my advice and dismiss the current hit list. These cats are getting
supposed to go to the range today. I ain't going no fucking where.
Causing grief and confusion.
I'm putting that shit up. Now y'all see the new product. These motherfuckers is funny. I can't wait till the hunt starts. I've already seen it. I've seen it about over the last 7 months. I've seen the hunt. I'll elaborate on that with people personally, not over here, over there. And these motherfuckers, they'll
watching my step, quiet as kept. If you gamble, place your bets, for God is with
wrong
me.
land,
There's no way to win.
wrong people to fuck with.
Against me. Most of these cats have money, but their soul is empty, and their guilty is the one.
Trust me, man. I got liniment. I got vapor rub and Bengay. I right now I'm a walking goddamn Acme, Rite Aid, motherfucking, yeah, man, I'm smelling it. Look, women, if you came across me right now, y'all be like, damn, baby, you smell good. Bitch, I got about 7 motherfucking ointments and liniments and shit rubbed all over my ass right now. Even castor motherfucking oil.
For the second verse.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Can you hear me?
I even put some liniment between my motherfucking toes and shit some sore.
Can you hear me now? I have a real important question. Can you hear me now? Get your
This is the party y'all need to be doing. I wanted to go on last night, because you know I was going to do that on so-called Fridays.
Go from Mexico. They all know.
I was asleep. I went to sleep so early, I woke up at motherfucking 2:30.
This dirty, although I'm clean as a whistle. Precise flows target your heart like missiles. And when I hit the mark, I blow you out of the dark. Whether you're straight as an arrow or you're prone to spark. How could you think things for us gonna ever get right when they only
I should start doing comedy again. Talk about your mammy. Start doing comedy again. Start talking about your mammy and your pappy. No, you don't want me to talk about your mammy and your pappy. And the fact that you wearing motherfucking adult diapers shaped like motherfucking Farrah Fawcett's drawers. Fuck out of here. You know what time this world is. You ain't goddamn.
This time around, there's a change of plans. This time around, it's shameful man. This time around, we be keeping it tight. No longer seeing each other in the negative.
Be like Nipsey Hussle. I had your ass talking about squeak, 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 squeak.
God's laws, ain't no man perfect. We all have flaws, but there's a few words of wisdom for all of y'all.
I can't crip walk right now. Fuck that. I'm crip sitting. Shit. You know what I'm saying, cuz?
Tired of this white music, this Pitbull and Jack music. I suggest you buy the Max music. It's much more than black music.
It's much more than black music. I love that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, goddamn beat. That was it right there, man.
The suppressed rise against the oppressed.
I haven't called the radio station to text.
That's all. That's
and the motherfucker want me. I said, nigga, I ain't doing a profile to get you to play some music, and you ain't getting paid and all that, nigga. All that shit is dead.
The only people
motherfuckers don't want to hear no more of this goofy ass music except for the ones you brainwash you. And when they find out the truth, they gonna fuck you up. Probably burn down your studio with your ass in it. Who you? Ah, man, shut the fuck up. I'm one of the original creators of this new age of hip hop. Well, not this garbage. When mumble rap came in, I knew it was fucked. When gangster rap popped up, I knew who was directing it. We gonna get into some shit today. And them motherfuckers probably shaking in their shit. And I'm gonna help y'all, for those with an open so-called mind who could think, digging their Rolodex, I'm gonna help you free yourself a little more. Capiche? I hope some Italians come up in this motherfucker. Some German. It's lavender, yo. This morning is my lavender and green shake. And then I got fish and real grits, red grits. They gonna cook for like an hour, so they good. I'm doing my best to stay away from carbs, but I gotta have my fucking grits.
So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight, we gon' rid them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
This world is such
Put that down,
and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Couldn't see it at first. There we go. Let me spell it. I know it's not right. Is that plant? That's from. No, it's not it. All right, well, hold on.
Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fixed marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fixed marks once we make knowledge one is when the rhyme and bass drop. I rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some pros for sure, of more to build, solid foundation, my crown chakra core and hill, pound the pavement, sacred ground, freedom I stand for, free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child, rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple highest form, spirituality's how you teach math. A humble beach is still a beach, now feel the beach wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them, destroy this de facto government and its quorums, establish Big Mouth house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake marks once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and bass drop. Relax, folks, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk, it's fast. Most of them got vaccinated.
Okay. All right. What's happening? I know some people are hungover. Probably did some shit they wasn't supposed to do. I'm the one that's going to tell you if you did, you're stupid as fuck. With all the things I've been sharing, I know there's only 10% now. I believe 6 to 7% is going to get it, and I'm fine with that. Okay. So if you feel like, because the ego will say, I'm part of that 10 to 7%. No, you're not. I guarantee you're not. And the ones who are won't even think or process that because they just want to hear the information. Okay? Now, I know a lot of you have some serious issues. Everybody does. Until I accepted who I was, and then mysteriously, I may have spoken about it. And our ergo was set up in poison. Into which I know they're like sitting here and they've tried numerous times with dumb shit, wondering how in the fuck. I told you the world you live in, the people who you think are in high places, and I know it's hard for you to accept it because y'all want to allude it to some fictional god and this, that, and other. They are stuck in a position, and even the enemies are based upon perception. If you want to believe in other things, I have no problem with that. I've already stated there are things you know nothing about. Yeah, I know some of you with your fake little world of existence will say, well, how would you know? How would you fucking not? How would you fucking know? All right, that's a question with a question, because the answer would be redundant. Because as you see by George Orwell, if you actually read what I used, you would have a little more attentive. You would aspire to have a little more attentive notions. That means to be a little more attentive, to pay attention to some things and read, and stop thinking that you have a deeper understanding when you actually just stand under it. All right. So I said, I'm not here to tear nobody an asshole, but whenever I talk about something, it's going to tear somebody. And that's why I'm welcoming all comers to come on in. Because all I got to need is the right thing, and I'll run downstairs and set up a podcast and bring a motherfucker in. And yeah, you might see a stack of books, because they always want to see references or sources with their goofy asses. When they don't have references or sources, they're supposed to be orally passed down and based upon the enemy's narrative of what they created, and they haven't even circumvented that because of goofy ass Moors and everybody else. Now, I'm not being dismissive of real Moors by the dialect, and most people have no idea that Moors didn't exist in no first and 8,000. They established in the 14th up into the 18th century, which would be the year 400 and 700, 300 and 700, for those people who are real intelligent and shit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's a dynamic created by the new breed of pale skin and those educated children I read about from the first, second, and third century made up that were taken and created to go against their fathers. You know, sons and daughters against mothers and fathers. Y'all thought it was supposed to be some predicament based on some Jesus or this, that, and other shit when I told you that Jesus wasn't no fucking Jew. But I know it's hard for you to accept this. And there was many fucking so-called Jesuses running around, the Yeshuas or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Okay? Because I know some of you it's going to be very hard for you to be able to separate. Because you'll sit there and you can hear truth. It can resonate in you. But because your frequency's fucked up, you'll do anything to dismiss it, and then you'll profess and claim, because they knew what they was doing, oh, that must be the work of the devil. His name is Lucifer. This is the hypocrisy. You motherfuckers I don't care about. You can say whatever you want. And you can fucking disappear tomorrow and be part of your little circle jerk. I have nothing to do with you. I'm here for those who could come into an understanding until they realize there's something else and realize what they are and who they are. Then they will stop being so redundantly and reprobate. You know what I'm saying? They're stuck in this apparition that was created in a short period of time. Now I'm going to free some of you motherfuckers, and there's going to be a balance even if it's one motherfucker. Because that one motherfucker will have solidarity that they won't be able to fucking match. They won't be able to read and understand. Right now, what are they doing with AirPods and all that other shit and certain frequencies? They're attempting to read, if not already capable of reading some of you motherfuckers, because they can predict, they can control, set up certain things, spray certain stuff, and they can predict how you're going to react. That's you weak motherfuckers who are always doubting and everything else. So you could find out if you want to go 1400 CE. Do y'all know what CE means? By their narrative, what they created in this fake ass time frame. All right, from 14 to 711. All right, so for all, 7, whatever the fuck they want to call it. For those who want to still believe that they were before BC or whatever the fuck, the Moors, the term has not been used that long, because that only alludes to the fact of them dismissing the existence of Tartary, a period of Egypt which was long ago. Some people are saying, yeah, well, somebody hit me up talking about, hey man, what do you mean Judean? I says, well, Judean Atlantean. I said, but you know, in between Judean and Atlantean, you have this period of fall. You can call it Egyptian period, or there are other dynastic names, and you can't separate them all, even though they did that to create a false timeline. I know it's hard for y'all to accept that. And you've had a couple of light-skinned folks proving your timelines are bullshit over the last 12 to 20 years, okay? Showing you. This couldn't be this because that must be 400 years at it. Everything is fucked up. Then there are some things that just aren't. Might be in a different realm or existent, a period, a mode of time. But the thing is, when you want to sit there and say 1492 CEE to 711 CEE, or 15 or 8 or whatever it is, I'm here to tell you it's all fucking lies. And the other fact is, yes, Judean, Atlantean, Tartarian, Judean, Tartarian, back to Judean, identity stolen, Jews pop up out of nowhere. And the fact of the matter, Tartary was a great place during their fucking evolution of destruction, as they further learned, because they were sliding in the back door, handshakes. And that's why you think they do the calling or where they don't make an oath. They'll shake your hand and deal, and then turn around, and that's where you have hostile takeovers, and they'll stab you in your fucking back. Now, the funny thing is, in the world you live in, most people have been scrapped and scripted in, scrapped their origins and scripted in, besides the ones they nurtured in dark places, because you motherfuckers been so lazy, slaving and enslaving, all right, believing in taxation without representation and the Revolutionary War and all that other bullshit, still under the crown, where you work your ass off, you get taxed. You get your check, they tax you. You go and cash your check. Some people did tax, you put it in the bank, they tax you. You pull out $1, you go and buy something, it's taxed. Taxation without representation, some of you don't even get half of your fucking paycheck, but you sit there and you're comfortable because they got you slaving, surviving. That aptitude is not the truth, but you put yourself in that purgatory because you think you know what you're doing. Now, as far as the narrative Moors, as far as the term is utilized, our brothers of distance, lost in the fanatics. Yes, they were here. Some of you have that diatribe if you want to acquiesce or accept that narrative. But that is not who the fuck you are. That's the painting like Van Gogh that they painted. Or Salvador Dali, some surreal shit. All right? A little reality, but a little stretched and contemporarily exposed and changed. That's why they have the fake ass renaissances. All right. Why did I point the fact of over here on our land why homosexuality came by way of Florida, which became the new place to retire based on what Rockefeller did? Or you think I don't fucking know this shit? Sometimes I have to see something to reignite the spark when I find it's unworthy to discuss and talk about. But there's people who are questioning shit, but you don't want to research them. Because you all think you know something because you follow a bunch of well-spoken to do nothing motherfuckers. I asked y'all what were the 6 traits. 6 traits of a person or individual with a high IQ. And I bet the first thing your minds went through this fake ass education system. If you don't pull your grandchildren, your children out them fucking schools and stop the bullshit. Those are indoctrination platforms. Those are farms, motherfuckers. I've said it to my aunt and my cousins and all of them, but they're still part of it. They think they're doing the least of the evil work. No, it's a protocol. There is certain shit that's stagnated. That means the person's life, the youngling's life, stagnated the moment they get in there. We're told when to take a nap, this, that, and when to fucking eat. Establishing a false dynamic of what they call it, putrefaction. Okay, and then to further engrave it based on channeling through books of bullshit history, TV, and everything else, with people going to eat Chick-fil-A, the most vile shit you can eat, like Chick-fil-A, McDeath, and everything else. It plays a major role. And then with goofy young entertainers who have gone viral because you got so many stupid motherfuckers following them. I mean, look at some of the motherfuckers that sit there talking to these so-and-so, Young Gotti, and 20 girls, and all this other goofy shit. That's why when I saw Charleston do it, I said, yeah, Charleston, you done got fucked up. Now, he may be doing it with another sway. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to talk about him or anybody else. I'm not going to make him viral. What I'm saying is, nobody's paying attention to the very spinal details, even those who come as an apparition to assist and help. It's only a dynamic that serves them. I'm not here to serve me. See, that's what we forgot. I already take care of me, motherfuckers. I already know what I'm capable of. And I established that even though most motherfuckers are ignorant. And I don't give a fuck about the mentally ill that these monkeys utilize, or those they have conditioned to be a consortium of their perversion. They mean the fuck less. They'll have a better life than the motherfuckers that establish it, for those who believe in the term life. Okay? So again, Native Americans, stop running your fucking gaps because you sit around a drum. Dum, dum, it means shit. You know what I mean? Something? The motherfucking Maasai, when they start doing this and jumping, and the Ethiopians, when they doing that. That's what means something. That's a frequency. That shit you're doing is a carbon copy of something that didn't exist, that belonged to y'all right off the fucking back. But over here, we sang and danced in a way that was so harmonic and rhythmic that the world knew it. So you could take that shit to fuck with you back wherever the fuck it came from. Incorporating into a narrative to write your own history to create a new world existence. Fuck out of here. You got the right one today. Italians, tomatoes were made by the Olmec. The Aztecs even cultivated when they came here and they found the shit. You didn't make shit tomatoes where you want to put it off to Italy. And the Moors knew about it because the Moors and the original motherfucking Hernandez, the Soto, that nigga, the nigga, I still see light skin still putting up this fake ass Napoleon Bonaparte and talking about, yeah, when he died, he had a 1.5 inch pecker. A lot of niggas he got a 1 inch pecker. And his chopped off, chopped off or some shit. Who gives a fuck? He was a nigga. Because they like to devour all the ancient ones. Yes, yo, fake ass leaders hitting like to eat every fucking body. Okay? Hernandez, Zarco, and Soto, and all them motherfuckers. Niggas. They knew us well. Well documented by the fake ass Vatican with them pervert faggots and everything else. Just like these motherfuckers over here. And a bunch are broken away to tell the truth. And sometimes y'all make them go sleepy. Because they haven't really acquiesced or assessed because you nurtured them. They weren't able to tap into what they really were capable of. I'm so tired of these brainwashed, delusional motherfuckers. So yes, more is always here. And some are orthogonous by the label. So don't get it fucked up. So you can't write them off. Oh, I know I played the back and forth game because I need to bring more motherfuckers in who have been misled by a bunch of dumb motherfuckers who shouldn't be teaching or talking about nothing because they don't really have the narrative of truth to be able to fucking process the information. But you are not fucking Moors. Now, how was that? Do I gotta convince you? Do you want me to read some more shit to you to break it down? Why don't you do the fucking research? The information is right there. You don't have to get all lubricant. This is because a couple of niggas who have got some pretty nice homes and they keep turmoil going. That's not what a Moor would do. That's like a whole lot of folks in the Russian army who were taken prisoner by Germans in the towns. I've watched quite a few of these stories, and I told you, I know the German side of my family, and I've been to Germany, and I sat down with people who haven't been here for over 20 or 30 years, so come in the 80s and 90s. Germany treated everybody with respect. It's the fake ass fucking Jew that kept the narrative, the poison, the toxin, the goddamn lie, the Holocaust, and every goddamn thing else. Russians stated, and it's not just made up, but a real fact, that they treated them with respect. They weren't raping their women like our little goofy ass light skinned monkeys here. These little perverted goof fucktards who don't even know their identity. It seems like the pale skins in our fucking land on our soil are the most dumbest motherfuckers. And a lot of them have moved back to Sweden and moved back to Germany and UK and all the places with they made up narrative because they don't know that if they knew their truth, they'd behave a little better than what the fuck they have. But yes, there are many stories, and y'all can Google and you can YouTube this shit and listen to the fucking Russians, soldiers who wanted to do nothing but kill them, and who pushed them to do the shit to bring the war against Germany. Y'all have no fucking idea, do you? And Germany fucked them all up. They were still messing with old ancient Tartarian Moorish or melanated all-out weapons. This shit is not new. You remember they want you to believe Maxim created the water-cooled fucking machine gun? It was a brother that created the fucking machine gun. I don't give a fuck what they do. I don't want to spit it on their head. Fuck you and your little fake-ass history and all the fake little history books that they poured out over you. I don't give a fuck. It matters not. I met people who have made this statement of how they used to see American Negroes, and that's a bad word. That's defamation of fucking character. Just like a judge, a fake ass police officer talking about black and white. Those are the most dumbest sons of bitches on earth, like the racists. But anyway, I know some good ones. I have to say that because I do have some brothers and sisters who are. I don't think no woman should be a police officer, but there are some ones I know and they're very good, and it's just they're like serpicals, dead ass. But when I was over there and I was taking the places and allowed to see shit that most people are told to stay away from, they're worse than the red light district. You can get dead, because of the World War and the radicals and shit like that, which wasn't so far from the truth. Just like in the Philippines, when I met an encampment of the original Negritas, the original people of the Philippines, and the story they told of how they came and conquered, and the people sitting right there were part of their family saying, we didn't know no better, we were misled and we were guided by a whole lot of these so-called pale-skinned Asian-looking fucks. And these are the ones who look like our Asian counterparts. That's why this was Asia Superior, India Minor. Are y'all aware of that? Because we were Indian Superior and Asia Superior. Y'all don't fucking get it. It's too complicated. Those are the portraits painted, and some of that could be wrong, but I'm here to guide you along until I decide to tell you something next week, motherfuckers. This is how it's done. I just don't come and share some shit and then motherfuckers want to run away and say this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. People have a hard time accepting some realities of these certain calamities that they're in. It creates too much turmoil. It's easy for somebody to come along and share something that may be factual. Instead of them researching it, be dismissive or come up with a function to represent something to be callous against what may be a fact. That means to respond in emotions and feelings and then have this derivative because they found a whole bunch of bullshit to dismiss what actually may be factual. This is something you see going on right now, and why there's so much turmoil and fighting. This is why they had to create the debacle, because most of our people during the age of love, you had people speaking truth, but then you had the Fed sellout niggas that was a problem. And you have those same niggas right now that need to be dealt with. I'm not advocating violence. I'm asking you to not marginalize shit. I'm asking you to pay the fuck attention. It's going to happen anyway. That's why I'm saying it right now. Just like all this shit's coming out about the ooh-ah and the shots and all that other shit. These motherfuckers still think they can control it. They're not in control. And some will say, well, maybe they are. It's plausible. We can talk about it in another week. But the thing is to not jump over hurdles. Let the motherfuckers do their job in that department, because every day this shit is getting worse and worse for these fucking companies. But they've already did their fucking damage. Okay? Remember I was reading the documents about how they did animals 15 years ago, 2015 and 16, that they were walking out there with deers and everything else, and they were going around vaccinating these animals because they were talking about this, that, and disease. There's documents you can pull it up. You can Google it. I ain't going to sit here, but you know the whole variety that they were already putting it in the fucking meat. But then they had to go and check something. Something wasn't working out. They had to change it, manipulate it. All right? That's shit. You can pull that up for all you people that watch TV. And you can watch them meetings every day, all day. I mean, they're blasting these motherfuckers, Fauci and all of them. They want to lock him up, but it's part of the game. It's to give you something because everything ain't worked the way it did. That's why they have to come out with the so-called Mexican now Mexico. A motherfucker died of it, but he been laid up with all kind of complications for like several weeks. So what's really going on? But I'm not here to discuss that either. What I'm saying is the illusion is big. And everybody's part of the fucking illusion. And there's another reason why I'm always saying you have a choice. Fuck, if you want to believe something without knowing, go ahead and believe it. If you want to express that you know something without having a factor that gives you this basic common knowledge of it, but you want to run your emotions and feelings everywhere, that doesn't mean shit, because most people are coming out of feelings and emotions. It means nothing. So some people are going to talk about shit just like when we discuss spewing or vibrating now. Some people are very, they don't hear nothing. The shit ain't from the Rolodex. There's no information that they've acquired because they've been living materialistically. They don't have not even one or two of those things that make them with a high IQ for the narrative of IQ. And so they function all solely here based on a gut instinct, not being able to manipulate or control what has already been taken the fuck over. So sometimes you just gotta fucking and you gotta and let it fucking work for once in your fucking life. In this miserable existence that's supposed to be a light, not a plight. Okay? A light onto your life, not a plight onto it. Again, that's for the fucking Moors. Natives, you already know where I gotta go with you. Okay? Because some of you got a bloodline and you're disrespectful. Just like a lot of pale skins running around who are passing for white. Just as dead as black. Dumb motherfuckers. But you're passing based on a certain vernacular of education system. Because you had to be used. But you just as fucking nigger and dead black motherfucker, just as ones that have more melanin than your goofy ass light brown motherfucking turquoise opaque motherfucking, well, opaque is really white, but ass. And some of you have a hard time, but I know you're doing the research and you're going back looking over your family records going, holy shit. But you won't stand up and speak loud because you feel some kind of way, as if somebody's supposed to give a fuck. I even had somebody saying, okay, you look Spanish, you like you got some Australian. Motherfucker, I just showed you that the people look like Australia was everywhere from Louisiana, goddamn Cathay, which you call China, Anu Islands, goddamn Easter Island, the motherfucker that the goddamn British, French murdered all of them except for I think 15 or 20. Oh yeah, they took them and brought them to fucking Cuba, then brought them up to the Caribbean. Man, I don't want to hear nobody say shit. If you know what I know, then you know. If you don't know, shut the fuck up. And then what they did to Cuba. Oh man, y'all don't have a with these Portuguese motherfuckers. And Spanish working together, they actually spoke one tongue. But you motherfuckers don't know shit. You know exactly what the fuck you know, because every time you have a new generation come in of a hybridization, if you want to call it that, all right? I mean, if you take a tree, you take a tree and you plant tomatoes by it, and you use certain chemicals, the tree will suck up more water to exist, and everything around it, all plant life will do the same, and it will lose its taste. And that's what happens to people. They lose their vittles. They're what makes them them. It doesn't say that they become less than, but they become some, and then you can educate them and you can manipulate them. And you see that all over with the dumbass motherfuckers of the Dominican Republic. The motherfucker in Haiti killing each other, all stupid. Just because they dark don't mean it ain't affected. See, y'all, everybody's stuck in this fictional world of from here and everybody's from there. Nah, man. The place we from doesn't exist no more. But it's the people that made the place. They had to have a displacement of that. They had to change that vernacular. Some of you know the story that when Atlantis fell, it was a grand war. People fucking with shit they weren't supposed to. It became a hidden secret, a heart put away, like the movie with Steppenwolf and all of them had to go get the cubes. And it was hidden for a long time. Tartary came up. 3 people went 3 ways. They believe 4, but 3 families went 3 ways. I have a story to tell. I'm not going to tell all right here. And they were all family, kinfolk. And then they started communicating by ways you can't even understand. Okay? Because right now you need this deadly motherfucker here that's fucking your brain up. Or you need a rotary or a push button motherfucker. I'm talking to the pilot, right? While they're in the deep fucking tank somewhere or in some sound stage. And in that, there were certain individuals who were still fucked up and they had to be locked away. There was a great wall to keep them locked the fuck away all over this earth. Not built by no Chinese, not built by some Native Americans from Mongolia and fucking Louisiana through Florida and all the Keys and all the way over to the island of Cali. No, it's all bullshit. Yeah, there's a great wall over here too, but they couldn't wait to destroy that motherfucker. How many mounds do you think they destroyed and the buildings that were on them? Y'all have no idea what these dumb motherfuckers did. And they used broken children, slave children, Cabbage Patch orphans. Yes, they used them to chop down our grandmother trees. Y'all have no idea what these despots did. And if motherfuckers who are working with them actually knew the truth, if it wasn't for them like in scat parties and urine and all that other sick shit, and being a part of it, even just protecting it so they can believe that they're the lapdogs for these dumb motherfuckers, if they had an ounce of change after being, because there's a deep manipulation and indoctrination y'all have no idea about. When you make a motherfucker, but see, if most people would say, well, if they're that perfect, it's not about being perfect. You could be in well health, but if you have been made to believe in mommy and daddy's showing you what's best for you, and you've been safe, and then they put you out on excursions to show you the worst of society which they created because you choose to be that fucked up, then that's what they go on. Can they change? Of course. Who's to say some haven't? But you got to remember, there's things that are done different with them compared to you. Most of y'all been to the hospital, never know you got something in you, whether it's silicone, or chip, or metal. That's right, every one of you motherfuckers. Y'all have no idea. Now, I'm not here to stop it. I got to clarify something. But I don't like when they fuck around over in this department. All right? And it's slow when they could be like that fast. Most people don't even know 50 Cent is a multi-billionaire. Been that since what, 15? I remember look, man, I don't know, he's been a billionaire for a while. But there's a certain way things need to move and happen, and you don't have to tell every goddamn thing. I'm not telling shit, actually. All this shit is researchable. Just that y'all don't know how to research. You dig what I'm saying? And it's not that you don't have the capability. Everyone has the capability. But there's certain things that fit certain individuals. Who remembers a few months back when I was talking about everybody's not meant to do what everybody does. Everybody, you all, see, they would say God gave everybody a talent, right? Now, how the fuck can you tax the talent? Well, let me let you know something. Everybody comes into this world, regardless of how and many times, whatever. You're all gifted, but you haven't been nurtured in your appropriate gifts. So you seek out other gifts because of this veracity of wanting to have an accomplishment, not realizing that you are the fucking accomplishment. You just haven't been giving devices to really expand your horizon. You have been lied to by a system of perversion. A lot of you don't know that you're going to have to fucking die physically. You're going to have to fight. Whether you like it or not. Or maybe you'll just be enough space to die for the motherfuckers to fight. They gotta fight, I don't know. Because a lot of you are lazy. And I'm not saying that hatefully. I'm saying it because it's a fact. A lot of you haven't really done shit to live yet. Someone say, well, what have you done? Man, I have done so much that when I accepted who I realized it wasn't meant for me to do all that shit in the first place. But I had to do it to come around to realize, okay, something's a little different. But then to know self, to have ignored everything because everybody around you wasn't talking about what you was talking about or knew what you knew. Because I was intelligent enough to know, ain't nobody said nothing what's going on in my head, in my Rolodex. And I had my feeling I had to suppress it. Because sometimes I got drunk and I would say shit. And they'd be like, what the fuck was you talking about last night? Ah, man, I was drunk. Simple-minded motherfuckers will never walk in their truth. It was easy for them to dismiss it. But then there was one motherfucker or two that'd be like, well, I heard everything you said, man. That shit kind of made sense. That's the motherfucker I'd be like, you want to hang out? You want to go? I'm getting off here. You want to check this out? And those are the motherfuckers that be like, and them the ones who are quiet. They're very quiet. But because these dumb motherfuckers attempted my life, this little physical life, and I had to say, okay, I got to show these stupid motherfuckers something. Because by that time I accepted. It was hard for me to walk into making the change, the metamorphosis. I knew it was stress. I knew it could have took me out. But I had to allow myself to fucking blossom, to bloom. I had to let myself molt. You know what I'm saying? And in doing that, a little more pain. And I was like, what the fuck? Then I started to remember some of the stories Paw and them told me about the eagle and the wolf and the crow. The fox that I played with, my great great grandma. And why she named me home on the shoulder. I just get my ass whooped for using that language. I'm wondering, why am I getting beat for that? Worst thing you do is beat your children, people. I don't give a fuck all that HG. We got our ass whooped. Yeah, that was the breaking point that fucked us all up, that made all this generation right here. Our parents, they did a job on them and the system. Leaps and bounds, right? They say every 10 years, you know, aircrafts and vehicles, man, they got shit way bad. Y'all don't have a clue of what you were capable of. But in those leaps and bounds, it was decrease in becoming unsound. That means you were becoming lost, unfound. But here it is. They know this would happen. Why you think they're speeding shit up? These old, decrepit, worthless motherfuckers. They think they're going to get brought back. They never get brought back. No. They don't never get to fucking go into the... There's no white light for them motherfuckers. There's no darkness. There's no end now. Don't get it fucked up. But that's for the story. And then there are things. But you create things and you can destroy things. The problem is what was the most important thing to do? To do this, right? When you do this, right, like the DNA, what happens? So the people are the DNA. So what's the first thing to do? When people are still together, they create what? A profile. They start looking at certain things and they say they have to denounce this, they have to remove that, they have to get rid of this. And then what's the best way to do that? War. You destroy great libraries and this, that, and other. You kill a lot of folks, right, because they're targeted by certain individuals who are not on the slant, but fairly unequipped and unbalanced. I ain't talking about as far as weapons. I'm talking about unbalanced. So you can mitigate and use both sides of these. Okay? Against the very people on both sides. Then what happens? Like the DNA strand, right? Aren't people a DNA strand? So you can't create colorism that didn't exist. There was never no problems. But you bring in new generations, you bore new motherfuckers about the dirt as if you're creating them. And you have this lucid fear with yourself and certain individuals part of that. Then you get the Jekyll Isles. You get the fucking fake name motherfucking Rothschilds and all these other monkeys. Their story's still being told, but everybody that would do something is being chased or hampered or silent. I'm not part of that. I don't give a fuck about any of it. What I know is balance. And until you stop doing, because you guys look at these, a lot of these peckerwoods is dumber than a fucking, they're just, rocks aren't even stupid. I would dare any one of them motherfuckers come over here and run their little fucking mouth. But what I'll tell you this, you motherfuckers have a bigger source of energy, and you're just not tapping into it. Regardless of what's being done, all this shit is to block, right? To make you weak. And you're allowing it. Some of you know good and goddamn well this last week, right? This last week, because it's supposed to be Saturday, the last day of the week, right? You know good and goddamn well some of y'all went and got a bopper. Some of y'all went and got a Mickey D. Big Bertha, but I mean Mac, whatever the fuck. Some of y'all went and got one of them Forever burgers. I call it a PFAS burger, but y'all call it the vegan burger, whatever, which is bullshit because it's got some shit in there I ain't gonna go into. You better research it real good. Shit that makes it red, baby fetus. Well, anyway, do the research. Look at prominent doctors who are really into that, who are not part of the corporation system of lies. They want to capitulate you and silence you or not have you look at that shit. Well, they can't do that no more because them motherfuckers are speaking loud than a motherfucker. I know some of you went and got them raggedy ass tacos. Some of you went to restaurants that's serving nothing but GMO and shit that's chemically fucked. They fuck the food up, they fuck the water up, they fucked everything up. Every time I order something, I say to myself, fuck voodoo and all that witchcraft shit. That's some weak motherfucking amateur hour shit. That ain't even amateur. That's just boo-boo shit. First thing I do is when I order something online, I do this thing. I don't give a fuck if it's 1,000 motherfuckers who are dealing hands-on or not. That if someone come to me and they've tampered with, cut and resell and shape, every one of them motherfuckers, I get to see them. And they're not going to be around long. The motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They like this. But these stupid sons of bitches watching, taking pictures and all that, these motherfuckers are not going to be around long. And I'm enlightened because that's the dark side that I enjoy about who I really am. But the fact of the matter is they don't know how to just say, okay, well, look, we want to back up off this motherfucker. It's not, I don't want nobody to be afraid. I want them to keep pressing. I want them to press like them. Oh. My mouth's getting wet. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a balance. And there will be a fucking balance. I hope that information yesterday was very good. I hope it assists you. Stop calling yourselves fucking Jews. Stop being fucking marginally fucking dumb. Now, I know there's a lot of information that's going to capitulate you and have you thinking otherwise because you've been so indoctrinated. But stop calling yourself something the fuck that you are not. See, there's some kind of ish-ism. It doesn't mean it's a direct, so they had to create a formulation. Because if they said the truth, then you would acclimate to it, to which you have been. It's always been there, but you just haven't been able to decipher it because you've been running around with a bunch of dumb fucks. And some people who have been put there to mitigate you being lost. Where's TD Jakes at right now? What the fuck is he doing? Benny Hanna. I'm not going to go through all those goofy motherfuckers' names. Dallas, fucking Texas. Potter House. Do y'all know what the Potter House really means? Hiram Abiff, Clay, Mason. How'd they say bricks were made? Straw and mud, clay, right? I just want to know what y'all know. So, you know, TD Jakes keeps reaching revival after shooting down rumors, right? We're talking about January. We're not talking about today. So a month ago, crisis in the church as TD Jakes steps down after being fingered in Diddy case. If there was no truth to shit, why would you stay there? You become a multi-billionaire. You got a mansion, a couple of them. That's what motherfuckers want to follow. Most people are ignorant in this world. Most people want to hold on to religion. Not knowing that religion's a lie, the God they gave you was a fucking lie. I keep telling you to look inside yourself, regardless of how you came to be. The source. You need to illuminate it. Because if there's something more, if you live by the code and the design of what you are and the staple of who you truly are, and stop being a pushover for the shit going on, stop being afraid, stop walking in the night bumping your head, stop worrying, because all they've been doing is preparing against your dumb asses, and you still want to deny and give it off to something like something's going to come and save. Ain't nothing coming to save your fucking ass, you dumb asses. And yet y'all could sit there claiming to be this, that. I was watching a couple of Muslims talk, young ones, and they sound so fucking dumb how they have disdain and talk hate about the woman. Just dumb motherfuckers all the way around. They don't even know their fucking truth. I don't say that with this despairing outreach of hate. I say it because it's a fucking fact. Running around fucking little boys, animals and shit. Over here you got a bunch of motherfuckers going to secret parties, men walking around with butt plugs and shit. Nasty motherfuckers. You have agendas all around you. And the few of you who have a decent high IQ, you don't even utilize that motherfucker. Why? Because you got a bunch of dumbass sisters still running around supporting this homosexual shit because they experiment in high school and fucking college, stupid asses. Some people say to me, like, what is so-and-so and what does this mean and all that? First of all, when I had the test done on me, some people were asking why was the test done on me when I had checked myself in the East Orange VA hospital, because I was just tired. I tired of drinking. But I was around some of the dumbest motherfuckers, and I couldn't have a conversation even with family fucking members because their egos were so fucked up. You know what it's like when you've been around all this fucking Hollywood and all these stars, so-called stars and not, right? And you get to be around them and you got, you big knots in your pocket and you just want to be away. You just want to go into the woods and get away from every fucking body. Because it was an eternal battle. When you're sharing information with motherfuckers whose egos are bigger than anything, and then you find out they're Masons and this, that, and other, you're going, what the fuck happened? And oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know what I was talking about. And you didn't know the decisions you made, you dumb motherfucker. That's, instead of respond that way, because I didn't have hate for them, I would just remove myself. I'd rather be a loner to myself. I was more comfortable. Now, being around people, I could be comfortable, but I don't enjoy the company of stupid motherfuckers. And there seems to be a lot of that going on. So when they gave me that so-called intelligent quotient test, whatever the fuck, so it's some kind of measure of someone's intelligence as far as their narrative, right? Fucking eyes are burning me. All right. Anyway. So let me see if I can pull it up. So that way I can tell you from their narrative and then give you my synapses on it. I'm not done. Okay, let's get this up. How is it pronounced?
IQ.
And then you have haiku too. Okay. So I just typed it in because I wanted to actually make sure you could hear it. Now, intelligence, as far as they have a vocabulary word phrase that I had to do. And so is that acuity, agility, aptness, gray matter, gumption, horse sense, perceptively, perspectively. I did it all before. I just hate all this bullshit. Whip smart. And then you have the abbreviations, acumen, brain, gray matter, highbrow, penetrative, percipient, and these, you would look at it and then you would just figure out what's the app for acuity. And if you didn't know that it's acumen, then they would say, well, if you could say that, that means you're well grafted in college. So that was one part of it. And I was like, this is stupid. This does not really deal with they want to see what your memory is. Because then they give you a test where you look at shapes. And then they give you certain things where you see like a baseball bat, a little boy standing, a fence, grass, a house, and then someone might have certain colors, and they'll let you see it, and they'll give you a time, like they'll give you 10 seconds or 5 seconds, Me, I'm an artist. Oh shit. Remember everything, even with the two behind the fence, the one that was inside the fucking fire hydrant that was yellow instead of red. These things stood out in my head. And I remember what this Vietnam veteran told me. He says, do not get it perfect and do not get it close and do not get it wrong. So the fire hydrant was blue. I don't say the numbers. I don't say that this boy didn't have one shoe on. The fact that the bat was laying in front of the boy, but the ball was behind his right foot. I say, oh, the ball and the bat was over by the fence. There was a house that had a black roof. What color was the house? It was just penned in with a gray highlight, a white. I purposely. And then being somebody who could see shapes, you know, like that movie. What was that movie? Excuse me, guys. That had all the human superheroes, Watchmen, right? And then they made that slapstick shit with the sister, and the guy, Roshwa, right? Horseshot with the mask, right? Now they brought those cards. Then they had the ones with the animals, and then they would show in an order, and then you would repeat the order of what you saw the animals. That was easy. So instead of saying elephant, hippo, giraffe, lion, blah blah blah, I would go lion, owl. I even threw some shit that didn't exist based on the fucking forms. I intentionally fucked it. How dare some motherfucker come in black looking like he was normal? Mr. Branch, you wouldn't mind if we do an IQ test on you. What the fuck does that got to do with me wanting to stop drinking and dealing with stupid motherfuckers? Because he was sitting in front of me looking like a dumb motherfucker. I really wanted to strap him up and snatch his larynx out of his throat. And I said, wait a minute now. Not advocating violence. I'm talking about at that time. I was in my 30s. Early 30s too, right? So, on my late 20s. One or the fucking other. I don't know. Anyway, so that was the first one. I've had others done. And I always did the same fucking thing. Not the same way. But it's funny that I would turn around and I would be my boy Muhammad out of Newark, New Jersey, or somebody else from Texas. And I would repeat everything how it was like. God damn, you remembered every fucking thing even right now? I said, of course. And I'm sitting there saying, I hope I ain't telling the right motherfucker in here that go back and say, this motherfucker remember every goddamn thing that you showed him. And the motherfucker be sitting there, and even in those rooms, I'll be sitting in the back, like during the meetings and shit. Yo, Mr. Branch, just call me Jim, Chuck. Don't call me Lucifer, because it bothered people. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Red. Before I had people that knew, you know, some of the Moorish brothers. I was like, yeah, hey, man, you want to come up here for this? Nah, man, just had a meeting, man. Y'all just do your thing. I'm watching. That's always who I was. Intuitive, watching, studying, and really paying attention. I do that right now. And I'm tired of it. Tired that I can see shit. I know shit. I'm tired that I see the game, and I always have. I was allowed to exist in my truth, even going through some pain, whatever you want to call that, and the ignorance of so many. At the time, I couldn't ascertain or make out the fact that they were ignorant. Then I realized there was some real fear. It's not real, but real fear existing in people. And I saw a lot of fucked up shit. A lot of death. Well, a whole lot of death. Fuck a war. You've been at war and you don't know how to make proper choices. It's the world we live in, right? That's not the world we live in. The world they're putting over on you, they are creating it because using your own fucking energy. I'm telling you people, you are manifesting the world you exist in. You are manifesting the fucking world you exist in. You hear me? You Native Americans need to shut the fuck up for once in your short ass, extenuating, fucking morbid existence. You light skins, you really need to mind your manners and be more respectful. You didn't invent or create a motherfucking thing, but more problems for the autochthonous people of all the earth, all the fucking earth that built this great empire that has been somewhat subjected to destruction and then accumulated and brought in. And after being educated, then you started partaking in building this unresonating, fucking demonic, demoralizing bullshit of an existence. Demonic don't mean demons, bullshit. Demonic means unharmonic for those who don't fucking know. I'm not dismissing something else. You don't need to worry about that. What are y'all going to worry about some other shit that's been grafted onto you and you haven't even got to know who the fuck you are and what you're capable of? Running around listening to some goofy, dumbass, racist, dumb fucks. They can make change, and many have, and I know some. And they're solid with it. They would die literally. They went back and wanted to kill, and they had to be told, and some are locked up. They hang with the brothers. Some of you in prison might have known that. And they've got juked. You Asians, I feel bad for you motherfuckers. You new age, new generation Asians. I feel sorry. I never say that. All these mercenaries and these people that are trained, that just want to get their hands wet and dirty, this time it's going to be different. Oh yeah, you get some kills, you fly the little drones, the goofy asses in the alphabet groups is giving you all, you create the harm, you do the dumb shit. I mean, look at the Green Beret that killed the motherfucking the so-called Russian spy, Chechen, whatever the fuck. My last check, Chechens don't really like Russia. A lot of them are Muslim. But anyway, what I'm saying is they're painting a mosaic for y'all, and it's the ugliest fucking picture, and you're looking at it as if it's a good thing, as if it's a gift horse. And y'all are feeding these motherfuckers the energy. Every one of you. I don't give a fuck your background, what you did, where you been, what you accomplished. And all those things you should already have a message that can improve you and make better choices. But some motherfuckers can never grab because the whitewashing of history is fucking this, it stinks. And a lot of them motherfuckers just can't let go of the lie. Because they existed in their little fake ass little truth for a short period of time, as if it's supposed to be something instead of being something that's not marginalized, and stop looking down. Because I'll tell you about some of the cops I look at him, is all them motherfuckers always looking negative. This motherfucker don't even know how he got to be what the fuck he is. He's so stupid. And most of them won't research this real history. And if they come over and watch, you know, they're contemptuous. I ain't saying nothing new. I just know how to put it. That's all. I just know how to fucking put it. I'm gonna shout you out. I know a lot of people. Yesterday we had, man, so many people come in. They were hanging out, chatting, and I know someone went and partied and did some dumb shit. Leave the fucking alcohol alone. If you can't get a bottle of wine like this, matter of fact, I threw it away. I was gonna show you because T and them would tell you and ganja them the bottle of wine. I can get a bottle of wine now. This wine, if you open it, if you don't know how to quart, actually, because it's organic, it goes, you have to drink it in a day. So I can actually just drink a bottle of wine, like half a bottle, and give it to my neighbors, and they'll slap it down. Hey, brother, because they always want. I don't like beer. I really don't. Ganja, no, he'll tell you. Hey, they can tell you, I don't like beer. And with that being said, man, y'all would have, man, if y'all would have showed up here, man, I'd been like, y'all, you chipping in $20, motherfucker, $30. We're gonna go get some wine, some steak, some fish, or whatever the fuck. We're gonna get some vegetables. You're gonna sit your ass down. We're gonna have a good motherfucking time, and you're gonna enjoy it. Ain't nobody gonna be hitting and rapping and trying to get some leg and all that shit. Ladies would have been more respected. It's the energy. I gotta bring y'all's energy up. I gotta bring your fucking, I don't care what color you are. I've been around the world and I see how the women of the world love us motherfuckers. They would say, because you have a little doofy ass white folk, a little fake ass white folk from here talking about what they niggas, you know, talking aside, and they used to get their ass whipped in Portugal, in Brazil. They'd be like, what do you mean? The culture, motherfucker, that culture's everywhere. Where the fuck is your culture of hate, you stupid ass motherfucker? Kens and Karens, they don't say motherfucking Laquishas and fucking and Sam and Samson, motherfucker. Y'all fuck the world up and you can't even get your head right. You envy us so much. You envy, well, not me. You envy the the original darkness of the fucking world because you're not them. What's the hate for? You're too stupid to know you're back because you've been grafted into a lie created by the very motherfuckers that some of you say you can't stand, and then you want to convert to be us, and everything about the music, the day you dance, horses, fucking what you eat is us, motherfucker. It's our shit. Prove me wrong. The original police, when I showed the motherfuckers, they said, holy shit. The guys who I was training, a lot of motherfuckers getting them in shape, sitting down, going over the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and all that shit. A motherfucker said they got in there, man. That was the last thing a motherfucker talked about. They said, yo, they made an oath to the department for policies. This, that. Policies ain't got shit to do here. Policies ain't got a motherfucking nothing to do with a sovereign person. Fuck a sovereign. I always say, this is what I say. Everybody born on this land is sovereign to this land. Wherever you're born. You're not a citizen. If you call yourself sovereign citizen, that's what the police are. That's what the EMTs, the doctors, right? The laws that they've conscripted that are outside of the Constitution ain't even meant for you. But because you have fake judges who are magistrates and then realize they're fiduciaries, they want you to believe that's something else now. This is how the system's perverted. So that way you don't even know these things. They're going to represent yourself because usually you're going to get some goofy ass motherfucker who ain't going to do nothing, want to make a bargain because that's how he makes his motherfucking payment. Living in a lie doesn't make the lie the motherfucking truth. But because you choose to stay this way and not be here, because your indifferences are more, you're more gullible to your fucking indifferences of higher stupidity instead of raising your IQ to be what the fuck you should be, you allow the poison and toxin all around you and your whole metaphysical, your fucked up Rolodex that you could displace all the bullshit and allow the real information to roll around. Then you wouldn't be feeling so stupid and fucked up. Even right now, instead of saying, you know what, I am fucked up, I need to change and do the real manifestation to make it happen, you'll hold yourself and put a whole lot of bullshit out there and still hold yourself dumb doing the same dumb shit you was doing yesterday and the day fucking before. That's a weak motherfucker. Grand Ascension, what's on, baby girl Slaughter? Carrie B, Delusions, I'm gonna shout y'all Olmec. What's up, beloveds? T. Hines. I got you, Tariq, Pat, readers. I just want to shout everybody out. Okay. Okay, I don't know who else came in or ran or whatever the fuck. Because some people come in and they run. But the ones we had some strong ones the last couple of days. I guess the alphabet motherfuckers feel some kind of way. I would, you know, I hate the word love, but it's only so you understand. I would love to see. You're eternally bonded. You don't need a word to extrapolate if you're doing the right things. Imagine the world where you're doing the right things and nobody, you don't have to say some bullshit love. Because you would already sense, you already know. How the fuck you gotta repeat something? Those are people that still attempting to convince themselves. But though you're that pragmatic and important, you should realize how pragmatic and important you should be to one another. I'm not saying there's not stupid motherfuckers running around out here that you let your guard down all of a sudden. First of all, you need to walk into your truth. And some of you need to be able to sit there and go, okay, I'm fucked up, I gotta work on this. But don't sit there and say, I gotta work on this, and the first thing you do is go right back to being who the fuck you is. Shut the fuck up, don't say nothing. When you're really ready to step it up, it might be too late, step it the fuck up. But don't let a fake ass ego and emotion and a feeling because it feels good. Because you know that there's somebody out there who it's not about a want. What the fuck I want you for? We're already here. Do I need you? No, you should have need for yourself to be better and betterly equipped, to be more beneficial to the people around you in this world you exist in, to be part of a real life instead of the fiction when the fucked up characters, the most broken things. I don't know how they get in the position to do what they're doing. But like I said, when you eat motherfucking people and this, that, and the other things that shouldn't be happening, when you make lies and you put yourself in the commodity of those who fell, then you're part of that. It's deeper than you can imagine, which you shouldn't be giving energy to. But having the knowledge of knowing, that's a whole nother thing. I know it's hard for you. I'm tired of what they did. Just on account of what they did to me and my ignorant walk, I could have woke up earlier. And then sit there. That's why when a Hindu come around me, first thing I do is I take a good deep diaphragm. Now, unbeknownst to them, I can really smell them. I can't explain it to you. I can really fucking smell them. I can smell their fear. I can smell their arrogance. I can smell it. It's like that thought. Even the one, because the children and the light of the children is still there, and I can see that his wife is subjugated, but decently so. I didn't sniff her. It was him. And he was standoffish. He was like, holy shit. I said, no. We could fist bump a little bit. And then when he told me something, I remember saying to him, man, don't lie to me. I don't think y'all get it. And I really don't. Some of you have these talents. And they're in a world where they feel like they can react this way as fast. No. That don't mean shit. Listen to me. You can stay where you at, stay who you are. Fake the funk because you're only fooling your goddamn self. I can guarantee you that. You are fooling, you're not fooling nobody. You know how much you might sit there in your ignorant ass little world, comfortable, man, I just fooled everybody at work. You didn't fool no fucking body but your goddamn self. Every time you do stupid shit out here, when a motherfucker takes somebody's physical life, they don't really know what they done to themselves. That's how stupid they are. Some people go, I made it up to 70, 80 years old, and I had 100 bodies. Okay. I don't say shit. I know exactly what the fuck's going to be dealt with this one. I don't have to say nothing. It's not about fear. I want this motherfucker to be as comfortable as they can. Enjoy this little moment. Just enjoy it. I'll even run to the store. What you want? Some cigarettes? Paul Mark. You want me to get your whiskey, sir? I'll give you a foot rub too. Shit. They don't get it. For ye are gods. They couldn't take that away from you, because then it would make it impractical to have fun and play with you. You better stop being little fucking bitches, because I don't see no gods amongst you. Not a few of you. I don't see any of y'all metaphysically changing. I don't see any of you could change. You know what? Everybody knows me. I can take 2 weeks and show and look 4 different ways. Y'all have no fucking idea. It's about time for me to go make some shrimp and fish, motherfuckers. Oh, that's so delicious. Green tea, baby. And the headache. So what I had to do is, I'm going to show you this. I told you I was going to show you. The chopper's downstairs. It's a little blue chopper for those who are ex-military or those who went to the farm and had to take pills and cut it. You know, you get the little blue thing that's got the little razor and you chop your pills. So I've got a few of those from the VA. They always send me one every time, like a new year. They don't haven't been doing it because I got like 5 of them. So this right here, I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? And I'm going to break a fingernail and I'll throw it away. I've got plenty of them, because I don't take them. Like I said, I've been 7 days, almost 8 days, and my headache started the day before yesterday. But it's not a headache like what you think. It's right here, and that's leading to a stroke for those in the medical field. All right, and what happened is it started moving, and I was like, oh shit. So I'm having something with the synapses and electrical firing off, even though I'm full of all this energy and I redirected. The fact that going 5 days, even sometimes months, drinking lavender and shit. But sometimes when I have something, I might have a little sugar. It fucks it up. So I take my bentonite clay, but I have to do what's called a worm detox. I just have to do it, regardless of being decent, because I only eat 1 meal a day. This shit, now 17, almost 18 fucking years. I don't know, something like that. 2005. Shit, 19 fucking years. I was only supposed to be on this shit for 5 to 6 weeks. I didn't request to be on this shit for a long time. They've been just feeding this shit to me. I think when they checked my blood, somebody might have saw something. I've been doing very well at hiding. So this is what's called clonazepam, or clonazepam. It's a y'all know what the fuck it is. A dial's business thing. Anyway, I take it. It's got a little line with the cutter. It makes it, I cut it in half. This is what I'm supposed to be taking twice a day, half, like that. What I do is, it's been 6 to 7 days. I mean, I've taken this shit. I break it again. What do you consider this? I call it something that helps a little bit of the balance so I don't have a stroke. And then I'll go another 5 or 6 days. Is it plausible that I can? I might be able to just go until the headache goes away, because I do take minerals, and I take alloidal, or what you call it, copper and zinc and things like that. But I haven't. If I had it here, I would take my blood every day, put it in a centrifuge. I can build my own, and put it in a what you call that could read it itself by putting it on a little petri dish and look at it and know exactly what the fuck I'm looking at. Now, could I build that? Of course. But then it's the getting the needles, the syringes, and all that shit to be able to draw the blood with the butterfly, you know. And I don't have that means. Could it be made? Of course. But then that means I gotta go out here and find certain places with rocks and minerals and the right kind of coal and to smelt, and you know, it's very technical. Not hard, not impossible, obvious. So that's what I work with. And I don't like it. I don't have no secrets, nothing to hide to you. And then some of you would say, well, why I talk? It's nothing but a body. And trust in me when I tell you. Now, what the body's capable of, that's what you haven't been nurtured in. All right? And yeah, do you think I would be able to go 7 days, sometimes 2 or 3 months without that shit? I'm talking about without feeling, I don't get angst or nothing. It's the headaches that fuck me up, y'all. Yeah, I don't get all fucking, I mean, when they get to a point where I feel like, oh shit, I'm getting light in my walk, is this cancer or something? You know, I start researching me. I start going through things and grounding and, you know, cold showers. And I'm like, wait, everything feels good. So it's something else. You see what I'm saying? Because if something else is really, that it's going to be on, it's what they call like an onslaught. It's going to be ongoing. When it's free, I'm like, wait a minute, something's going on. Then I think about the right hemisphere and what it does. Because y'all remember, most of us think with our left, and I've been using my right. I don't think you get it. I've been using both of them. Working just like when I taught myself with my left hand to become ambidextrous, how to write and throw and everything else. Like I practice sometimes tying my shoe with my left hand, which I was incapable of doing. When I'm signing my name and I sign it backwards, like I go with a B backwards to the R, you know, to the N. I do, yo, seriously, man, y'all think this is crazy, man. Well, I do that like with branch. I go H C, you know what I'm saying? N A R B, and people be watching me do that, going from right to left, just like we go from here, because actually you're supposed to read from here to here and write this way. So I do it in reversal, just to get this thing to work a little more. And so when I'm in thought, and I say, okay, I like to put my shoes on the stairs. That's something new. I'm moving to this side today. I don't want to touch the handrail. I know my knee and I'm a total cartilage. So I have to push. And that process was usually happening over here, what I consider naturally. Now I'm making it happen over here. And I just don't ghost feel it. I allow myself to know that I'm actually processing it over here. And then I realize I'm doing more on my other side of my body. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And there's so much more. There is so much more. Anywho. All the more shit. Don't let motherfuckers tell you we Moors. Tell them to shut the fuck up. If you want to be a Moor, be a Moor. That's just a stupid motherfucker. Native Americans, stop arguing with them. They know as much as they know, and there are plenty who know the truth. Make your circle smaller, motherfuckers, until you find a circle that you're supposed to be in. Stop being arguing. Stop the dumb shit. As far as our brothers and so-called the continent they want to call Africa, I still don't recognize. A lot of them are your relatives. They're ignorant. You got to remember, our history's documented. Theirs isn't. We've been telling their history better than fucking them. And even when I met those in the military who knew the handful, the elders, because the young ones that served me was starting to buy into our bullshit. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you really from up there. Hell, we know that. And they couldn't figure it out. It's like the Ethiopian that was talking shit one day. I said, motherfucker, you wouldn't even be who you was if it wasn't for a few of our brothers that made it over there to help your motherfucking when how Celestia was being used by the fake ass in League of Nations to come over here and swear our people to get up out of here because the Portuguese, the fake Jews, the light-skinned motherfuckers, it's a handful of melanated sellout motherfuckers with the fake ass Germans and everybody else in that league of that group was trying to force us off our fucking land, but we're the only motherfuckers here that got land patents. And a handful of light skins if they know who the fuck they is. But without us, they can't have shit. Not one native fucking American got a colonial title or a land patent. Fucking make that bullshit up. So you don't argue with motherfuckers who don't know shit. All they do is run around, yip, yeah, yeah. But then when I come along and say my great-grandmother worked in the Indian training school for a short period of time, so you motherfuckers knew how to do shit here, but then they put your asses on a bunch of places that ain't even have no goddamn grass. And then you look up the narrative and you really face the truth. These motherfuckers want to debunk the truth. As that's why I put up, as you see my thumbnail. Tired of these dumb motherfuckers. And the dumbass niggas in the Seminole Nation. The fuck is wrong with you niggas? Yeah, you's a product of their fucking institutionalization like a lot of the niggas in Louisiana. Not all. In Texas, they got you niggas fucked up. Thank goodness there's some smart ones coming out of there. Now I hold you motherfuckers accountable for your own actions. You have a choice. Be part of the solution or stay a part of the fucking problem. Get the fuck out the way. A lot of light-skinned brothers and sisters love y'all, man. They know who you are. And vice versa. There's a lot of people around the world who respect y'all. Higher than you can expect. Man, well, it's about hip-hop or music and shit like that. Then you have a bunch of motherfuckers who have no clue. Because they're just destined to be stupid. Like cannon fodder, sadly. Stop letting these motherfuckers on these platforms, letting them think they can tell you what the fuck you think, and what you believe, or what you think you know, or anything else. Talking about they want to take your guns. Them the motherfuckers you need to deal with. I don't advocate violence. Not at all. But shit, we went past that. But you niggas like to stay separated, right? And you don't even know why. I'm not offering motherfuckers to come and visit me no more. Your fucking loss. See y'all shortly. I'm hungry.